So I was asked for some level up tips for 2025, so I wanted to give you a few tips. Number one, when people are hating on you, when people are saying your makeup looks bad, you look bad, it's a projection, right? So anytime you're getting hate, it's a projection. And unless you feel like, okay, maybe I need to change. If you look in the mirror, people are saying you're fat or whatever. If you feel like you need to change, then you work on that and you change that. But a lot of people project negativity and insecurity onto you. So don't listen to what anybody has to say. Number two, it's 2025, okay? Women are getting paid on OF to text with men. Women are getting paid to interact with men. Why are you interacting with a man for free? Okay. For pasta, for Netflix, why are you being coochie eats for free? Okay. If you feel like you're in your early 20s, you want to have a hoe phase, you just want to sleep around, my biggest tip is to get paid for it.
Now, I'm going to admit, and as most of you know, I am biased towards the woman who wears all that makeup and thinking that they're beautiful. Now, if you're doing it for yourself, do your thing. If the only person you care about whose thoughts matter is yourself, do your thing. But for most men, we don't particularly care for all that makeup. And especially when you your personification of self is that you are this gorgeous, highly attractive woman, yet you have to put on a clown mask in order for you to feel beautiful, and the idea that you think that men are going to think that you are beautiful as well. For the most part, we don't. Even at the age group of this young lady, we don't. Now, what is the most disturbing about this video is the fact that this demonstrates a person who cannot take constructive criticism, whether it's coming from men or it's coming from women. The makeup is a whole lot of bit much. Yeah, a whole lot of bit much is the makeup on her. And if people are giving constructive criticism, it is not necessarily that they are insecure themselves. I would have to wonder about your own personal insecurities if you feel that you have to put on a whole new face to not look like whatever you were born with in order to be attractive. And even if it's to be attractive to yourself, then I would have to question your security within yourself and not the insecurity of people who are giving constructive criticism. Some people may give you constructive criticism because maybe they work in the skincare industry and they know how much damage most of the makeup can do to your face, especially long term, what it does to your skin. So it could just be constructive criticism from that point of view. If it is a man that you find attractive, and obviously a man that you find attractive, as I will demonstrate in the next video of yours, he has to have money, then he may not find that to be something that is attractive to him, and then therefore give you criticism concerning it, yet you're unable to take it. Now, you did demonstrate that your other critique, your other thought process, suggestion is that if a woman is spending time with a man, if she's communicating with a man, then she should get paid for it. So essentially what you're saying is that you are very much willing to prostitute yourself for some cash in order to have communication with the man. So my question is, what's your OnlyFans page? And your next video actually demonstrates your insecurities and your thought process on the fact that you only want a man based on what finances he can give you.
So cold outside, but the men who comment laughing emojis, what's sad is not only are you terribly looking, but you are also broke. Like, as a man, it's bad enough that you have no money. At least go to the gym, at least invest in your looks to look good. It is a double disappointment that not only do you look like the inside of a toe, but you also have no money. Like, you can't be both as a man. Pick a struggle. Either you're going to be broke and look good, or you're going to look really, really good and have no money.
So now we see that your feelings were hurt. Your feelings were hurt because some men commented on your page with laughing emojis and whatnot, and primarily based on the fact of how I said earlier about most men's thought process when it comes to that much makeup. to the point where no one actually knows what you look like. You could look totally different in the morning. You get a mug shot and you would look almost unrecognizable. And so now your feelings are hurt because of that. And so your only way to respond is to lash out and say that you're commenting because you're broke. You're commenting because you're ugly. Really? That's what we're doing. That's your thing for 2025, is that if a man doesn't like you, if a man finds your excessive makeup to be incompatible with what he likes, his standards, then he must be broke and or he must be ugly. But he needs to pick a struggle. Either become wealthy so that then you will approve of him, or be broke, but at least go to the gym, exercise, look good. So at least you only got one struggle and not two. And you say they look like the inside of a toe. I'm not going to go where my mind is telling me, but I'm going to just leave it right here and say that this is why, one of the reasons why a lot of men are choosing the woman who is more natural. This is why a lot of men are choosing to stay single. This is why a lot of men are choosing not to date. Because when this is what they are receiving, this is what they are seeing, this is the mindset that they are getting from a lot of women. And even though I know TikTok is going to go away here in the next few days, and you guys can find me on YouTube at Lorenzo Reed 369, you are gaining a lot of women who are looking at this. They are approving of this and they are liking what you are saying, which would indicate that for whatever age group of women that follow your page, that they are either in the same mentality or moving towards the same mentality, which makes it more difficult. Now, I know that there are plenty of women out there who do not have a cake face going on. There are plenty of women out there who values the man's integrity, the man's character, the man's honesty, integrity are the same thing, but values his humility, values his logical thinking, values his nurturing, value all these other aspects that actually make a man more of a high valued man, even though I hate that term too, to them. Then there are women out there like you, but without some type of return, many young women and some of my age group will start to think this is the right way to think, since they are basing their pain, their experiences, as how the general consensus of men are, without actually realizing that the overwhelming majority of men could care less about how much money you make. And the overwhelming majority of men are not looking for a piece of arm candy. We're not looking for that. We're looking for someone we can be compatible with, someone we can enjoy life with, someone we can share experiences with, someone we can have an emotional and mental, physical and spiritual connection with. We do not care to be with someone who only sees us based on our looks or our bag. That's not what men are looking for. And if you think that that's what men are looking for, then you will find yourself to be alone for the rest of your life. So y'all have a great day. And remember always, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.